Who's next?
Hey, how y'all doing? I'm back again with another episode of the It Factor podcast. As always, I'm your host, Jeremy Robinson. And today we're here with someone special. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
What's going on, everybody? I am Shawn Bane Jr., man. Glad to be, man. Thank you for having me.
Indeed, man. Glad to have you here. So with that being said, how are you doing mentally, physically, and emotionally?
Man, so mentally, I think I'm sharp. I'm shaking back. My sister passed actually June 25th. So my birthday is June 9th, just turned 29. And yeah, man, she was shot and killed. And so, obviously,
sorry for your loss.
Random act. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. But definitely, yeah, random act happened out of nowhere. But thanks to, me having faith, I was able to, lean more into it and just leaning more into, my sources and people who, are in my corner. So I'm much better than I was. Physically, I'm well. We just going into a bye week, man. We had a 10-game stretch. So we had 3 games, a bye week, and then a 10-game stretch, and then we're on our second bye week, man. So definitely was able to, hit the spot. It's a mineral spot here, in a neighboring city. Which I needed it, but yeah, I'm getting a massage, got a little pedicure, man. Yeah, just taking care of the little things, and then spiritually, I'm tied in. I think me and God, we locked in for sure. So yeah, on my end, I'm good across the board, man. What about you? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Look, just got a new job. About to close out season 5 of the podcast, man. So that's been good, and
that's dope, man.
Just ready to see what's next. Get a tattoo tomorrow, so that's gonna be good too. Man. So get some things knocked off, man. Actually, the logo for my podcast, because it's been 5 years, man, since I started it, man. I have had some great episodes, met some good people, and built some good networks. So, definitely.
5. Oh, you've been chopping wood, man. You've been chopping wood. Consistency. That's it. I love it. That's what's up, bro. Where you getting the tat at?
So right in here, my sleeve, man, trying to fill it all up. So getting it right here.
For sure. Finish him off. Yeah. Okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Take a little time, but hey, proud of it.
Hey, I was say it's gotta come along for sure.
Right, man. So like I asked a question, I thought about it while I was
sorry.
You know. What'd you say?
I don't know if am I cutting out at all?
Yeah, you cut out like a little bit. Like then you came back. You should be fine now.
Let's see. Let me check connection and then we.
All right, man. So that leads to my next question, man. What are some of your favorite receivers of all time? I'll say, they always doing that top 5, but like, who your favorite, man? Like,
yeah, and just like, you want to pay so much respect to, obviously the guys that paved the way. But man, I'm gonna have to go Julio Jones.
Okay.
I played in Atlanta, man, and watching him move the way he moved, he's a freak. Absolute freak. I'm gonna have to go Calvin Johnson.
Megatron.
Yes, Megatron, different, man. Obviously, the double coverage, man was in a league of his own. I'm gonna go Tyreek Hill.
Yes, indeed, man. Just amazing.
These are like people whose skills like I've like paid attention to and tried to add to my own game.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Calvin Ridley.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I like Calvin Ridley.
Rid got that stick, man. He moved different, man. And last one I think is he got 2. I'm gonna say Keenan Allen and Amari Cooper.
Okay, cool, man. Look, we gonna do a whole little setup for that, man. Cause
For sure, for sure, for sure.
well, that's dope right there. But nah, I love your game, man. I love the way you play ball
I
because
appreciate it, man.
it's different. I've been trying to catch the games, man. I'll be saying to my wife, she's into football. She be
Okay,
sitting there like, wait a minute, who's that? I be like, yeah, da, 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 da. And when Jeremy put us on, I was like, yeah, it's gonna be good, man.
for sure, man. Shout out Germ. Shout out Germ, man. Likewise, put me on. I'm like, man, who? Like, yeah, man, he do a podcast and you can just, share your story and whatnot. So yeah,
Right.
definitely shout out to your platform for sure.
So yeah,
But yeah, listen, man, similar to you, how long it's been, boy, it's been a journey, man. So much grinding, man, and obviously a ton of people to thank along the way.
mhm.
Um, support system, moms, but most importantly, my trainer.
Ooh, okay.
Man,
Yes,
I
sir.
met him late ninth grade, like
Mhm,
my 10th grade year in high school.
mhm.
Um, and man, he found me actually through this guy was like his son, me and his son trained together through baseball. Yeah. And he found Coach Larry.
Mhm.
Coach Larry took me in like his own kid, man. And like
Yeah,
to this day, we still train every off season.
that's
Yeah,
dope.
like
That's
yeah,
dope.
so like
Real.
a true father, man. Like
Mhm.
super dope. I owe this man so much, but every time I tell him that, he's like, no, like you being successful is more than enough. So, but yeah, man, it's been a journey getting here, boy. I tell you, I tell you,
I can only imagine, man. I can only imagine. I say,
man.
with that being said, what's some specific routines, man, that you adopted, bro, to keep you in so long with the being in NFL and also CFL, bro? What's something you
Yes,
do?
sir. Um, I'm gonna be honest. You gotta recover.
Mhm.
Like I'm doing all types of recovery, whether it's dry needling, chiropractor, massage, cryotherapy. I got an infrared sauna blanket. Like I'm doing like I just got a bunch of small things that I do like consistently.
Uh,
Um, because it's that little step that's creating a separation.
mhm.
And especially with these long seasons, man, you gotta be durable. So I would say those are some of my most things. And what's underrated is meditation.
Mm. Mhm.
Like, learning multiple spots and just being poised in big moments. Like you have to be able to see those moments and understand that you are the guy in
Mhm.
those moments. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, those are some of my yeah.
What is your it factor? Why do you do what you do?
Man, I used to ask myself this question,
Uh,
but I think it's because God, man, like he is wanting me to be an example for where I come from and still lives to touch.
yeah.
Um, like that's really why I do what I do. Like it's not my own doing. I try to tell people that in interviews and just like if we having a good conversation, like yeah, I'm the vessel, but man, this thing is way bigger than me. Like and I just want people to know that. Like like yeah, touchdowns and we setting records, cool, but like
Mm.
it's only because we aligned, man. We connected we connected
Got
heavily.
you.
So
God got
I,
every step of the way.
man, and I'm super thankful because like again along that journey, I was getting lost. I ain't know, Lord, what you got in store for me.
Uh-huh.
But I continue to walk that path, and here we are. Like,
That's what's up.
um, yeah, and could have asked for a better position, but obviously, as well as family, moms, and just siblings like that. Like,
Mhm.
those have always been like those were like the whys that I didn't even know was my why. You know what I'm saying? Like, why I do this for? Yeah, like the city, but my family for sure, my siblings. Um, been there through everything. You know what I'm saying? And supported no matter what.
I love
So
that.
I can only give the credit to where it's due.
Me, bro. I love that, man. I say, with you
So
playing both the NFL and the CFL, man, what ignited, your love for football? And how has it grown over the years, man? Like,
Mm.
I still like it. I still want to go do it. Like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, truly getting into it. I mean, my dad played football,
yeah.
and he was the guy in the Sarasota area, so Sarasota Bradenton area, 941.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, as a 5-year-old kid, that's what you go do. If your dad play football, you play football. Your dad play baseball, you go play baseball. Like whatever sport your dad played, that's just what it was. And so, yeah, I got put into it, and it just slowly started coming along. Um, and then, yeah, I probably fell in love with the grind. Probably, I might have been like a junior in high school. That's when I was like, okay, like this ain't. I'm not just doing this. I'm not putting time in like I'm putting the time in just to wrap it up after high school. Like I'm trying to go all the way. Um, and so and truly like you got to be a different level of crazy. I'm telling you, to train the way we train, which is super extreme. But like I feel like that's why a lot of players retire, because those off seasons, man, those like whew, they
It's a thing, man, and I don't care. I say it with high school, college, NFL,
yes.
CFL, wherever you are, man. I literally look at people and say, I know what it takes, and I'm like, dang, that's a lot. A lot
uh,
of missed things. Like you miss a lot of things. You have to do a lot. Like
yes,
it's a lot.
sacrifice so much. Like I've missed out on a ton of parties and
Mhm.
funerals and just holidays because what I'm saying. Again, it's bigger than me,
Yes.
but we definitely not losing touch. But yeah, man, it takes a lot to get here, but
Mhm.
it takes even more to stay.
Yeah, man.
And again, whew, you can't take the shortcuts.
Uh-huh.
Um, and thankfully, my support system and my trainer wouldn't even allow that to happen. So, um, I don't know how it feels to halfway do or
Mhm.
take shortcuts, because we doing it all full throttle. We getting better, and if it beat me that time, it won't beat me a second time. You know what I'm saying? So
Love that, man.
constantly adapting, man. Constantly.
I love that. So, like, how was it transitioning then, man? Like being here in Atlanta, Georgia, and to have to make that transition mentally and say, I got to go play ball in the CFL now. Like, I don't know much about it. I got to learn new rules. I got to do, and it's like, man, it ain't the NFL. Like, how you feel, man?
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, it was tough. Like even get myself to be like, okay, maybe NFL isn't the plan. So like, where we gonna go? You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like, I can't not play football. So it was tough to be like, okay, this the next step, Shawn. This is where we gotta go. Um, but once I got over that hurdle mentally, I was like, okay, like it doesn't. Wherever you go ball. I
Yeah.
don't care if it's overseas, Germany, Europe, China, like wherever you go
Mhm.
ball. And so, yeah, once the Falcons let me go, I actually I had a couple tryouts, Pittsburgh, and Tampa.
Mhm.
And I had one more. But anyway, all saying the same thing. Oh, good hands, good routes, good speed, but we're not looking for a guy right now. And
Mhm.
you'll be the first guy we call, like just NFL business. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, so it's crazy because the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, they called me after all those tryouts and was like, yo, like it's mid-season here. We can expedite you a passport and you can play right now. And my agent at the time was like, "Yeah, probably not. We always got the CFL in our back pocket." And I'm just like I don't know. At this time, I just wanted to stay in football. Like,
Mhm.
I did all the camps. We made it through the preseason games, and again, they cut me after the preseason. So cool, whatever. And again, I'm just want to stay current. In that same year, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers won the CFL Grey Cup. So man, I was sick. I was sick. And then that following year, COVID happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a journey. It was a lot going on. I literally I was door dashing
Mhm.
and I was like training. Like,
Mm. So
like,
back and
like
forth.
yeah. So like I was living with my pastor in Kansas City,
Okay.
and he let me rock out for a couple months until I had to report. And bro, literally, like talk about a grind. Like I'm, and at this point, I'm training by myself. There's nothing worse, you know what I'm saying, than doing off-season training by yourself, especially with just so much uncertainty. Like you know, again, I didn't know, and so 2020, I had signed with the Calgary Stampeders, but the season was canceled. They canceled the season altogether. Yeah, the CFL cut the season, so there was no season for the 2020 CFL.
Oh, it was like all over COVID
all together. Yeah, and obviously the NFL just had no fans in the stands, but still was able to play. So yeah, I'm watching like I can't believe what is going on right now. Like how is this happening? You know, and so yeah, fast forward to 2021, Calgary signed me again. And there were no preseason games. Still, you know, the corona, the masks, the travel mandates, there was a lot going on. So it was hard to really display your talents and what you could do if, you know, you're not getting live bullets. And so, you know, a little elevated scrimmage every now and then is what they pretty much was grading us off of. And they released me. Had a great camp. Great camp. I don't even remember dropping a ball. Like I was on fire. But yeah, they released me and had to go back home. So like I was doing carpentry stuff and still door dashing. Yeah. So yeah, man, I'm installing lights and fans and, you know, putting down tile floors and wood floors. And it might have been like 2 months or so. 2 months. They had a bye week. So they that same year, 2021, they shortened the season from 18 to 14. And so they had a bye week. They were 1-6. Yeah, they were 1-6. I got back. I was able to do the what do you call it? What's the period where you had to you couldn't you couldn't be around anybody.
The isolation. What is called?
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
I had a period of that.
Once you got there.
Yeah, once I got there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So on top of me already being vaccinated, which I didn't want to do, goodness gracious, crazy. And then having to do the what is the period called? Why is it eluding me? It's annoying. But anyway.
Talk about that.
And so yeah, and then we had practice that week. I got there like nothing happened. Like I was firing on all the cylinders. I started that week. Got my first catch, got my first touchdown. Like we won that game. Like it was turned. Like it was live. And like that stretch, we went on a 6-1 game stretch when I got there. So, you know, I'm not putting the credit to me. That's definitely a little jolt of energy in the locker room and on the field, man. So but yeah, but I was still up and down. They would activate me and then practice squad, practice squad. So just, you know, trying to find my groove and see where I fit it with the team and understand that portion of it. But yeah,
you stuck it out.
Stuck it out. Stayed with it, man, and I'm thankful that I did, man, because yeah, I don't know what else I would be doing if we weren't where we are right now. You know what I'm saying? So.
Who would you say you are outside of the game of football? Who are you, man?
Who is Shawn Bane Jr.? I am first and foremost a man of God, a leader and a follower. That just I understand that the picture is always bigger than me. So trying to help people see and be the best them through my actions, conversations, and any interaction. But yeah.
I love that, man. Dog, Bane's world is dope. Like I like it. I need the clothing. I need everything. I need everything.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So let's talk about it, bro. Like, what went into you saying it's your last name? So you like, hey, that's just one thing, but like, creating it and making it a movement that it is, man.
Man, so in 2019 in Atlanta, we probably had roughly like 75 speakers, different people come to us like during our rookie time. Yeah, like a ton of people were coming to speak to us. But this one lady, she was like, what is your brand? At the time, like, I didn't know what it was. Like I was like, okay, like I got good rep, like I'm decent at football. I'm in the NFL at the time, cool. But like, what is your brand? And so, but in my brain, like I'm a doodler. Like I love to journal and just write down and get thoughts out because we are constantly thinking. But anyway, so like I wrote my initial. It was a triangle, and then it wrote SBJ. I was like, okay, like I can work at that. And it's funny because I wrote that down in 2019, but I didn't act on it until maybe like a year later, like during the pandemic. Yeah. So, but literally started there. I didn't have a name. I just got shirts, got it printed up. It was like, okay, we're gonna go from there. And like my mindset is like, if I put it out, I can always get feedback and make it better. You know what I'm saying? And so it slowly but surely we started doing that. And so started refining, design ideas. And I actually didn't get a LLC for my clothing brand until like last year, 2022, I think 2022.
Mine was 2022 too, though. That was like, hey, stuff started happening. And I was like, oh, I gotta go do this.
So I was like, okay, like if we're gonna keep doing this, we gotta make it legit. You feel me? And so literally that's what it was. And I think we were also put on this earth to create.
Yes.
And so that's another way for me to put out good energy and show my creations. And the fact that people purchase it and support it and buy it, like it's like I'm
and man. It's like mind-boggling. Like you like, wait.
Like I don't like it's sometimes hard to compute for real. Like this shirt, like I didn't know I could. I didn't know. I
did it with clothing. I'm a 2-time author, man. And the book, I just be looking every time.
Congratulations.
I'll be like, yeah.
I am working on my book. I am working on
it. Hey, look, you need some help, let me know.
Please.
Look, me and Jeremy,
we'll talk off camera. Jeremy got you. We'll talk off camera for sure.
I got you, man. So,
man, that's like your thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, your thoughts are also, can be up there and be purchased and be supported, like world renowned. Why not? You know what I'm saying? So, having to get over that hurdle too, like, yes, like you are enough. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But yeah, man. And so literally just been trying to be, on the move and just try to, again, get feedback, understand what people are supporting, buying, and, what kind of audience I'm going towards and stuff like that. So it's been a beautiful journey being that entrepreneur. Cause I truly think, I don't know if working for somebody is in my cards. I don't know. But I truly enjoy, having the schedule and really being super detail oriented because that's just how I am in football.
Yeah.
So carry over for me.
Right. So I would say also, man, when I say the word family, man, what does that mean to you?
Man, family. It's a different type of bond, unbreakable bond. Like if I call you fam, like if I call you brother, blood, like you know what I'm saying, you tied in for real. So obviously it's a saying like something like not all family. Anyway, you can choose your family.
Yes.
In a sense. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, like blood, yes. But like sometimes blood ain't fam. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's not out for your best interest. That's what I've learned throughout my years. So I'm thankful that, the people that I've encountered have been solid individuals through ups and downs, money, no money. Hey, let me hold $20. Like true family, man. So yeah, I'm definitely thankful just to have a solid fam for sure. For sure.
That's what it's all about.
Man, I got it tatted on me. Like it's
family first.
That's obviously that's like when I'm out in the world, that's also what you're carrying, man. That family. Like the name, the lineage, whatever. So yeah, I don't take it lightly.
So this is a tough one, but I would ask, man, when you hang up your cleats and your helmet for the last time, dog, what would you like to be remembered for, man?
When I hang them up, truly, like one, like he was a great teammate, but he was an even better man.
Yes.
Like we were able to talk about any and everything under the sun as well as football.
Definitely.
Bane, like reliable. Bane, dependable. I can count on him no matter what, rain, snow, cold, whatever. Like I hit Bane line, I can depend on him. I be throwing Bane the pass, game on the line, we can depend on him. So like,
I love
great player, but that's what I want to be known for. Great player, but even a better man.
I love that, man.
Because again, football gonna end, but who you are in your character, that's what people gonna remember, man. That's what they're gonna remember for sure. I'm telling you. Yeah. So,
why is it important to go after your dreams, man?
oh, because again, like I feel like going after them is part of the creation.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So like you can't settle. Like you settling is keeping you from being creative or being fulfilled. Like I feel like you going after it is like even the chase, like the journey, like learning who you are and who you're becoming throughout that journey is sometimes better than actually getting the dream. You know what I'm saying? Like you can be transformed and go a whole different path. Like, dang, I didn't think I would be dream of doing this simply because you trusted that process going towards your goals. So that I think that's important. Like who you're becoming and like and what you're gaining on the way is the most important to me.
You're right about that. It is the most important. Just like
For
I
real.
told you, man. But we put time into what we do. And after a
Yes.
while, I was telling my boy earlier, like, hey, I'm getting the logo tatted. He's like, man, that's what's up, man. Yeah, you done put a lot of work. I'm like, a lot of stuff happened from this podcast. I was like, and at first you think it's you, but after a while, it's like, nah, God gave me this because it's too much good things happening for this to be keep going. And
It's
anytime
too
I try to
much.
walk away, I'm like, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna do this. He's like, nah, we gotta go do this. Or hey, yeah, we got son, so they want to come on. I'm like, okay, well, I gotta do it. And I love to do it. It's
That's
natural.
dope. That's dope. I was actually just talking to my girl today just about like how we sometimes limit God on how much he can bless us. You know what I'm saying? Like we were driving back from the town, like the spa,
Mhm.
and I was just thinking, like, imagine like, you know, like you like, God, I just want a couple of acres. And he like, no, I'm gonna steward you with 200. Like, let's see what you do with that. Like,
Mhm.
why? Like, no, God, I just want two. Like, no. Like he operates in overflow. So like having to understand that too, man. Like, don't limit him. Like, just don't limit him because if he's giving it to you, then that means you're capable of stewarding what he's giving it to you. So I listen. Oof, yes, sir.
Did you have any
Yes,
other
sir.
questions for me, man?
Um, yeah. So, what made you want to start a podcast
Yeah, man.
to
So
begin with?
yeah, so I'm from Fort Valley, Georgia. Played football growing up, all those things, and was
Yep.
good at it, fairly good. Went to college, decided not to play, man. I was going into computer science, and that was nerve wracking because got family members, my uncle, two cousins, a cousin that play in the NFL now. So that's the family business. Like you like that's supposed to happen, you know.
That's a given. Yeah.
So I got to college and I was kind of lost, man. I was just going through classes in my computer science program. I was doing well, but one I was struggling in. I was trying to look up videos and stuff, and I ended up praying about it. Like, my mom was like, "You know what? Pray about it." You know, so I prayed about
Mm.
it. I was like, "God, you get me through this class. I'm gonna do something
Amen.
to give back." I
Amen.
got through it, man. I graduated college, and I never did it. Like I would cross my fraternity, would give back and things like that, but I never felt that void of what I need to do. So I got my job, man. I was working, wasn't feeling fulfilled, but still was making good money, stuff like that. And I was talking to one of my best friends that's still my editor to this day. We do documentary, videography, all type of things together, man.
Wow. Okay.
Literally, he was like, if you sit down and get the people, I'll shoot it until I can't shoot no more, and I'll find somebody else to shoot. And I was like, all right, cool. So he was like, it's gonna be a TV show. But I'm like, I don't know, dog, because it's 2019, so it's like it was podcasting, but it wasn't at a high level as it is now. So
Yeah.
literally, I started doing it, man, and I started with tech people. I was like, I'm gonna interview this people, da da da. But then I was watching football with my mom. My mom was like, we were watching, and she was like, try to interview them. Try to interview players. Try to interview people that you never thought you would be able to talk to. And bro, I done interviewed some people that I'd be like, I ain't just do that. I ain't do it.
That's
That
cool.
did not have an automated connection or been able to help other people too. And I learned that it's not just about me. Like I've been able to help so many other people, man, and impact them or even them reach out to where I wrote a book about the art of networking because I had to tell the stories. I had to start telling it. Like, hey,
That's cool.
this is literally what's happening, and this is what God is doing for me, and He can do it for you. It may not be podcasting, it may not be closing
Yeah.
for football, but if you look at this,
Something.
like, Jeremy really did this. So, literally, man,
That's cool.
blessing.
That's cool. Okay. All right. I appreciate that one. You have, besides podcasting and doing what you do you have like some favorite hobbies?
Yeah, man. So I love to, of course, love to watch football, man. Love to break stuff down, dog. Like
oh, really?
like the players that's
Really? Like a coach almost.
I'm up this thing, like the players that's up here, man. I literally, I've watched them for a while, man. And like, so that's my cousin, man. And I feel like I thought about it a couple years back, like, dang, I'm really good at this. Like, I really be knowing stuff or seeing stuff before, and I was like,
Yeah.
that ain't nothing but a blessing, man. So that's something I tap into. Love to write. So I'm an author, of course, but I love to write, man.
I was about to say like poetry or just any and
So,
everything.
like how we did this show, bro. I literally wrote it everything out, bro. Like I ain't just typed the question up. Like I wrote it out, said how I was gonna go. I was gonna do this. I don't script things because I don't like that script stuff. But
Yeah.
I do
Not
like
as natural.
to fit it to a point of like, this how we gonna do. All right, cool. We gonna connect like this. So I like to do that, man. I'm also getting into back into my comics, man. So been doing that, man. Trying to get so I
That's
got
what's up.
good normal hobbies, man, and I'm about to connect with a guy soon that works with a lot of high profile athletes, people, and stuff like that, and we want to take it to another level to where he want me to come in and train them how to do athlete created content. Because to be very honest, man, it ain't just about the money. It's y'all stories need to be told. Like people are getting away from documentaries, and I'm tired of that, man.
Yes.
I can't wait to
You
shoot a
ain't lying
documentary.
on that.
I can't wait to
You're
shoot a
not like
documentary, man. So I can't see. That's what we're gonna have to talk. We're gonna talk.
yeah.
So yeah, so I do a lot of
Definitely
things.
keep me in the loop with that one for sure.
I do a lot of things, man.
Story for you, boy. Lord have mercy. Okay, solid hobbies. Okay, last question.
Okay.
If you had to give me one piece of financial advice, what would it be?
Get you a financial advisor, a person that you can speak about finances that don't know anything about you. That you can sit down and these things that you're going through. Like I'm good with money, right? My wife good with money. But I went through something this last year, a year and a half that a lot of people, young people like us, don't want to go through, and that's getting laid off. You're trying to figure it out, and I had a lot of money stacked to the side. My financial advisor, man, first God, but my financial advisor literally helped me, man, throughout that whole process. And now that I got a new job, he's like, "Oh yeah, we can. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna." And it's not no, "Oh man, you're on your own, man." Oh well,
Yeah.
and also just know it. Like follow your money, man. Like know it and know what to get into. Like with your shirt stuff, man, get into learn about it. Like learn about everything, the whole process of how everything goes, so that you don't need nobody. Like you need a team, cool, but you kind of need to know some of this stuff so that when people want to work with you, they're not giving you no bull job. They're not. So that's the biggest thing.
Yeah,
Know your
I like
stuff.
that.
Know your stuff, man. Like with this podcast and stuff, even writing a book, I tell people the truth. Like, hey, look, this is self-published. You ain't gonna first off make no money, but this is me. This is coming from me. This is my story. This doesn't mean it's gonna happen for you.
You won't. Yeah, that you won't hit it and have a
I'm
hit.
making some money now, cool. But I think that you have to look at the longevity of what you're doing, and like you said, you got to look at the bigger picture in everything you do when it comes to everything, but especially finances, because you want to see where you're going with it. You want to see what's happening. You want to say, okay, I'm gonna buy some property. This is why I bought a house in 2019 before the pandemic. I didn't know it was happening, but me and my wife got a house, so I ain't got to worry about it. Well, I got to fix the house, and that way I can go build my next house. So, yeah, knowledge, man. I gotta get knowledge.
I appreciate that, man. Definitely appreciate that for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yes, sir, Jared. Yes, sir.
yeah, that's the show, man.